One of the challenges with AI right now is that it's moving really fast and it's extremely complex. So let's break it down. AI comes in two flavors: everyday AI and game-changing AI. Everyday AI is focused on productivity. So the machine is like our productivity partner. It makes us do what we already do faster and more efficiently. Clients estimate that early productivity gains from Gen AI range from somewhere between 5 and 20%. And this is where 77% of you are focused right now. The other flavor of AI is game-changing AI. It's focused on creativity. It doesn't just make us faster and better. It's focused on creating whole new types of value, new products, new services, new business models, maybe new industries. To unleash the possibility of AI in your enterprise, consider your own opportunities in everyday and game-changing AI. These can be internal or external. This means that you have 4 zones on what we call an AI Opportunity Radar.
On the left-hand side, if it's internal and everyday AI, then you're in the back office, like your software engineers using Gen AI to write better code faster. If it's external and everyday AI, then you're in the front office, like your external comms teams creating content in minutes instead of days. Now, if you're on the right-hand side of the radar, you want to change the game. The lower right is about new ways to create new results. Like, for example, the Internal Revenue Service using AI to get way better at detecting tax evasion. They just announced last week that there's $688 billion in unpaid taxes, and that was just for 2021 alone. So you better believe they'll use this technology to close that gap. The top right is about new AI products you offer to citizens or customers, like when Bloomberg released Bloomberg GPT. There's 2 things about this radar. First, in each zone, the human-to-machine relationship changes. And second, more and more of what's delivered on this radar will be jointly delivered by IT and the enterprise. Let's look more closely at the lower left-hand quadrant, where AI supercharges the back office. For IT, this is where everyday AI means your team never writes another test script again. It's where strategy departments use Gen AI to do a first draft of your SWOT analyses, so they spend more time analyzing data and less time gathering it. New Zealand-based Yabble has introduced an AI assistant called Jen to do exactly that. Jen can get you insights from your own proprietary data immediately. For example, today most sales leaders have to manually compile data from like a gajillion sources just to figure out what their growth drivers are. What if you could just ask Jen, "Hey Jen, what are my growth drivers for this quarter?" AI here removes drudgery, and that's what the lower left hand does best. It's the machine as drudge liberator.
What about the top left zone, where AI supercharges the front office? As you all know, wildfires in the US and Canada have caused massive devastation. I grew up in Canada, and my family still lives there. And I can assure you that ever since last summer, fires are something they pay serious attention to. What if AI could spot wildfires before they become deadly? The University of California, San Diego is training AI models to detect wildfires using a network of over 1,000 high-definition cameras. When the system sees smoke, it alerts CAL FIRE, the state's main firefighting agency. During the pilot program, the system detected 77 wildfires before people made calls to 911. This is one of AI's superpowers. It can detect things before we can. In this case, AI means less danger for firefighters and possibly more lives saved.
Here's another front office example that I want to share because I think it's incredible. What if every person with a visual impairment had a dedicated AI assistant to help them see? Danish company Be My Eyes has announced Be My AI, a digital visual assistant powered by GPT-4. By using its image-to-text conversion for cooking, for example, Be My AI can recognize what's in a person's refrigerator, suggest recipes using those ingredients, and then help them prepare a meal on their own. This is kind of like machine as sous chef.
Here's the thing about everyday AI. Everyday AI will go from dazzling to ordinary with outrageous speed. You may feel like your organization is getting remarkable results. HR will have remarkable results. Finance, marketing, IT, each department will have its own everyday AI productivity gains. But so will everybody else. Everyday AI will not give your organization a sustainable competitive advantage. Everyday AI is the first flavor of AI, but there's a second one, game-changing AI. This is when AI, especially Gen AI, changes the game for the whole business. This is a reinvention play. Either it creates new results using AI-powered products and services, or it creates new ways to create new results with AI-powered new core capabilities. Game-changing AI is primarily about creativity, not productivity. The right-hand side of the AI Opportunity Radar is where whole industries will be reshaped, created, destroyed. And just like for all major disruptions, the timescale on this change will be slow until it's fast. If your AI ambition includes the right-hand side of the radar, you need the whole executive team to play.
How will game-changing AI affect your industry? Let's go to the lower right, where core capabilities will be reinvented. Take the life sciences industry. One of the major challenges in life sciences is how time-consuming and expensive it is to develop new drugs. What if drug discovery were massively accelerated and not necessarily by the industry's biggest players? Big pharma companies are able to nominate roughly 4 to 5 new drugs every year. Thinking small is assuming that only these big companies can do drug discovery. Thinking big is how in silico medicine is changing the game. In Silico is a biotech company headquartered in Hong Kong. Their Pharma.ai has capabilities to identify target diseases faster, generate new molecules, and it can even predict clinical trial outcomes. They were able to nominate 9 drugs last year alone, several of which made it to phase 1 clinical trials. Gartner predicts that by 2025, more than 30% of new drugs and materials will be discovered using Gen AI. This is a reinvention of early-stage R&D in life sciences.
Let's look at the top right-hand side of the radar, where AI will create whole new products and services. Take education. In education, thinking small is banning Gen AI because it just wrote your student's essay. Thinking big is what Khan Academy did. Khan Academy is a nonprofit that provides world-class education to anyone, anywhere, and they're known for taking innovative approaches to learning. Recently, they introduced Khanmigo, an AI-powered teaching guide. And when I saw the demo, I thought, what would I have given to have this when I was in school? I want you to imagine a virtual tutor that provides a hint, but not the answer, when you're struggling with a gnarly math problem. Or imagine learning about radioactivity by interacting directly with Madame Curie. Seriously. I remember when I was reading Lord of the Rings as a kid, it would have been awesome to have a conversation with Gandalf. I mean, Gandalf. Khanmigo can bring learning to life by creating conversation in the tone and language of these people. Khanmigo is reimagining education in the age of AI. This is thinking big.